Land Rover Evoque. Big car manufacturing companies are constantly competing for the most original way to show off their product. For example, in 2017, Land Rover placed the world's largest speed bump on one of the streets of Great Britain. Its height was comparable to the height of an average passenger car. Of course, road users were not able to overcome such a serious obstacle. When it seemed that the bump was insuperable, the Land Rover Evoque was released on the road. The car easily coped with the obstacle, confirming the slogan of the company, "Born in the wild, adapted to the city." The secret of the trick is the unrivaled skill of the driver and the built-in terrain response system. It includes electronic stability control, anti-rollover stabilization, and traction control. Trophy truck Chevrolet. The Baja 1000 is probably the most famous off-road competition in North America. The main opponent of the races, though, is the extreme course, cutting through the most northern state of Mexico, Baja California. Not any racer would be able to overcome the numerous descents and ascents. Even tuned SUVs experience difficulties. According to Monster Energy, this was the perfect place for a test the driver Ballistic BJ Baldwin was going to carry out. He is a recognized champion and has won a huge number of awards, and the car he drives is a real monster. The SUV is equipped with a 7.5-litre 800 horsepower engine with 935 Nm of torque. In every 100 kilometers, the trophy truck Chevrolet consumes 76 liters of fuel. Despite a very powerful, heavy and strong frame, the car is able to accelerate up to a speed of 240 km per hour. Therefore, it's not surprising that this pickup can overcome even the most terrifying obstacles. It is worth noting that in this case, BJ Baldwin had an additional incentive to drive the track flawlessly. The whole race was an attempt to beat Dan Bilzerian, his friend, poker player and actor, in an argument. The commercial shows such an impressive ride that there's no doubt about the outcome of the bet. The trophy truck Chevrolet jumps over streets, stairs, and even people. Ford Focus RS RX. This video was recorded with the support of the Hoonigan Motorsport team and the video game Forza Horizon 3, released in 2016. The video shows a series of amazing and very dangerous tricks. The inspiration for these tricks was the already mentioned Forza Horizon game series. Here is a car with a capacity of 600 horsepower, the Ford Focus RS RX Gymkhana 9. The maximum speed isn't too high though, just 232 km per hour. But the car perfectly copes with sharp turns and brakes quickly. Ken Block, an American racing driver and showman, is behind the wheel. He has repeatedly participated in a variety of competitions. He is a master of skateboarding, snowboarding, motocross, and of course, rally and rallycross. In this case, the racer demonstrates Gymkhana tricks. This is a kind of motorsport popular in Japan, South Africa, as well as in the United States and Britain. Gymkhana courses are incredibly difficult. The purpose of the competition is no different from other races. It is necessary to complete the track in the shortest amount of time. Usually, racing routes are designed so that the driver uses only the first and second gear. There are cones, tires, barrels, and other obstacles on the track. The driver must go through the track in a predetermined order. By doing so, he demonstrates a variety of driving techniques. For example, quite often riders have to perform 180 and 360-degree turns. You can also see backward riding or eights. Ken Block is one of the best pilots in this type of motorsport. The tricks shown in this video are so complicated that even a professional can't cope with them on their first attempt. For example, this maneuver was performed after 10 tries. At some point under the rear wheels of the car, there's a 6-meter cliff. Notice that all the tricks were performed by a professional racer. Do not try to repeat them with your own car. Just in case, there was an oxygen tank in the interior of the Ford Focus RS RX. Also, there were divers on duty in the water. Formula Off-Road – Driving on Water. It's easy to imagine a 1600 horsepower engine inside an incredibly cool sports car like the Hennessy Venom F5. But look at this car. It also has a 1600 horsepower engine inside. Amazing driving skills as well as the outstanding characteristics of the car have allowed a man named Gudbjorn Grimson to break the world record for hydroplaning. During the Formula Off-Road competition in Iceland, the man literally drove on water. At a speed of 87 km per hour, he covered a distance of 305 meters in just 7 seconds. The race you see on the screen is held annually in Iceland. It is noteworthy that most of the motorsports were born and developed in the US. However, Formula Off-Road is an exception. Iceland has a fairly hilly terrain and is almost entirely off-road, so you know it's the perfect place for this event. At first glance, the vehicles participating in the competition appear to be ordinary buggies. Nevertheless, they have a unique design. The body is most often taken from the Jeep Wrangler, while the wheels have off-road tractor tires. In general, there aren't any restrictions in terms of modifications. The car should only have 2 axles, be 4-wheel drive, and weigh at least 600 kilograms. As it's not difficult to guess, riders assemble their own vehicles. In our opinion, the most spectacular part of the course is the one that's located on the water or mud. In order for the car to be able to overcome this section, it's equipped with huge protruding Super Scooper tires with solid rubber paddles. Their special design makes it easy for the driver to drive on loose sand, dirt, and water with due skill. Formula Off-Road – Rock Crawling. And here's the main part of the course of the Formula Off-Road. This is an incredibly spectacular sport. Usually, cars for rock crawling climb the hills slowly, showing the wonders of balancing. But this is completely different. The racers of Formula Off-Road are going straight up the hill without even slowing down. Racetracks are often built for climbing hills with crumbling rocks. Some of them are as steep as 90 degrees, and everyone's fine with that. In about half the cases, the cars don't reach the top. The loose sand and too steep ascent make them slide downwards under the deafening applause of the audience. Only the coolest drivers can overcome such a difficult obstacle. Drivers pay a lot of attention to the wheels. They can be modified with the help of ground hooks and other additions, all in order to maximize the grip on the ground. Most often, these vehicles are equipped with V-shaped turbocharged engines with an output of about 800 horsepower. Nitrous oxide helps them overcome particularly steep sections of the routes too. Hey, stop being lazy, it's time to use that brain of yours. Welcome to Brain Time. Incredible facts from the past, the present, and even the future. The power of nature and wild animals, amazing facts and unsolved mysteries. You'll find all this and much more here. Subscribe now, you won't regret it.